Hello, parents. Thank you for joining me today. All right, I hope we're streaming. I'm actually indoors, so we are not outside. We're having a tropical storm out there, so it's a little breezy, and I want to make sure that you can hear me. So if you're joining me today, go ahead and say hello. If you're catching this on the replay, go ahead and type in replay. Leave any comments, questions, or feedback that you'd like to leave for us about the content today so we can get back to you. We love to talk to you and give you support on and offline. So make sure that you're using the the comment feature to tell us your thoughts. All right. So welcome. If you're new to the group, welcome to all the parents who are new to the group. I hope that you're taking time to scroll through the content here in the group so that you can get familiar with exactly how Writing Success for Kids operates. Basically, this is a group for parents, with parents. I'm a parent as well. I have two teenage boys, one who graduated high school last year and one who is a junior this year. So I know all about the facets of writing and also just literacy in general that makes for a successful career in school. I have been an educator for 30 years. Since 1989, I've taught in the public schools of 5 different states in the US, and I'm so glad to be able to share my knowledge and experience with everyone in this group. If there is anyone that you feel could benefit from this group, definitely invite them, tag them in this video so they can learn how to support their kids in the area of literacy, specifically writing, and we would love to have them. So today's topic is how a learning environment helps helps with success. I had a call today from a parent who not only wants services in writing for her student, but this parent also is studying for their GED exam and their high school equivalency exam, and they're interested in services for themselves as well. Learning never stops. We are lifelong learners, and it extends to adults as well as to kids. And so a learning environment is so important. The parent obviously recognized that services for themselves in the right learning environment could help them potentially with their goal, which is to pass their GED examination and move up and excel in whatever their goal is this year for themselves, which is to pass their GED exam and to get their GED diploma. So not only are we thinking about our kids and making sure that they continue to progress and show progression consistently, but we want also to have consistent growth for ourselves, no matter what that is. And so if your kid is learning how to swim or any particular thing, it's also opportunity for you to think about, well, where do I need to level up? Where do I need to also improve? And can this program help me? Do they have something similar for me as well? So I thought that was really interesting that the parent was asking for not only their child, but also for themselves, because they recognize that, they also have goals that they need to meet. And so learning environment is so strategic in making sure that you are motivated and you are supported along your journey to succeed in whatever your your goals are. And so in my program, Writing Success for Kids, I have, first of all, a core curriculum where the learning environment is the key piece that we engage in, because when parents look around at their kids' notebooks and reading books and report cards, they're asking themselves, okay, am I seeing what goes into creating the success formula for my kids? Do I see what goes into what my kid needs to motivate them to produce a certain amount of uh, content, information, um, and products that will help them to learn and show learning, right? Parents are looking for that evidence of learning. And where do kids get the motivation to show evidence of learning the most? They get it inside of a learning environment. So learning environment has everything to do with why you see evidence of learning, and perhaps why you don't see evidence of learning when you look at your children's products or their homework, their notebooks. So learning environment is pivotal, and I start there because when you go to the schoolhouse, you're going to the classroom, and the first thing you're doing is looking around the room. Well, what are you looking for? You want to see, are there anchor charts on the wall? Are there uh, areas that are differentiated so the kids can work together in different capacities with the teacher, small group, individually, so that they can maximize uh, what they need to do in the right type of environment? Certain tasks require students to work by themselves. Certain tasks require them to work with a partner. Other tasks require them to work with the teacher, and then again as a whole group. So you have to have a mix within that environment to ensure that the maximum amount of learning is happening, right? If you walk into a classroom and you see that there aren't opportunities or stations where your child can maximize the learning for the day, you would wonder to yourself, okay, does this have the maximum capacity to teach my kids? So learning environment starts right there. What are you looking at? Okay. And then from there, what do you hear? Do you hear the teacher talking about different groupings, how the students are working either independently, in groups, small groups, um, one-on-one with the teacher, uh, tutoring, what is happening to help that student? So right now we're in the middle of September. There are kids who started in August, so they've already had a full 30 days. Has that learning environment resulted in the outcomes that you're looking for? So that's very, very important, right? So we want to make sure that our kids are receiving the instruction in that learning environment, and that they are able to maximize their potential within that learning environment with the expectations. What is that teacher saying is going to be happening? And so that's what you hear, Do they have a plan, right? What is the plan? Um, is it outlined for you so you know exactly what you should be looking at? And then again, do you see the evidence of what they were working on? Do you see it coming home? Do you see it in their notebooks, their folders? How are you matching what the teacher says, what the curriculum says, and what the product is that your student has? So I want you to take a look at what you're seeing, and make sure that you are you're able to pinpoint examples of the learning environment, for your child. Make sure that they are maximizing their time every single day at school, Monday to Friday, however that looks, for that learning environment to take shape, and for the evidence to show up in their notebooks and in their folders, and definitely on the report cards. So if you are in question of any of that, leave me a comment here, or I will add a short consultation form that you can fill out to speak to me about what it is that you're seeing, and I would love to support you and to give you some pointers about what that should look like, okay? So I want you to utilize this group fully for what it's here for, and that is to get the expert feedback from a professional, a teacher who has a long-standing career in elementary, junior high school, middle school, and also the feedback from the parents that are also in this group. So thank you for joining me on today's training, and don't forget to leave comments, questions, feedback, and fill out the consultation form if I can be of service to you, if you have any questions, or I can give you some greater insights on what you're seeing this school year so far. Thank you for joining me.